Let's talk about snorkels now and how they work, how best we can use them, and what's available on the market, the various designs. The very earliest snorkels were a simple tube and normally a hollowed out reed from years ago. That's how they came up with their modern designs. Interestingly enough, people often ask, well, why can't I just get a bit of hose pipe and put it in my mouth and then go underwater and be safe, swim around? Why do I need a scuba tank if I can get, say, 50 meters of hose and suck the air through? Well, if you try, you're going to hurt yourself. The reason is that your lungs can't cope with sucking air down from the surface down to a depth of about 18 inches. That's the maximum, and they're really working hard like that. So the modern snorkel is the maximum safe distance that you can suck air in from the surface down. It's not very big, is it? Okay. The other thing is, if you have a long snorkel, right, with each breath, to be safe, you'd have to blow all that air out of the tube, out of the hose, for example, and suck fresh air all the way back in. That won't happen. All you will end up doing is rebreathing your own breath. The result, very quickly, you'd go unconscious. So clearly that's very dangerous. Don't attempt that. Buy a snorkel, they don't cost much. The early snorkels were simple tubes, open-ended. Interesting enough about this one, this is actually designed for a diver because it rolls up and it's really clever. So for you divers, if you haven't seen this, a lot of divers say, oh, I never take a snorkel, they break, they get in the way. It's a really good safe thing to have. If you find you in a situation where you're on the surface and you have to swim back to the boat or the beach, or you're going to be on the surface for a while, putting a snorkel in makes it so much more comfortable, especially if there's a bit of waves around and spray, etc. And these just fold up. They're very clever, made by Mara's. Here's two I prepared earlier. They come in black or white, and they come in a little carry case like that. You can stuff them in a pocket in your suit or the BCD, or hang them off you, but well worth it. Divers as an accessory. If you're just snorkeling, I've tried these snorkeling actually, and if you're going to go snorkeling, I'd recommend we look at something slightly different. Okay, snorkeling and what's available. Well, here's a few available from various manufacturers. This is a snorkel made by Chusa. This is a dry snorkel. It's a safe way of going underwater, and when you go underwater, what will happen is the valve here will close, so you can swim around for a few seconds. When you come back up, when you go to clear the snorkel, blow the water out, there'll be virtually no water in it. It's a dry snorkel, but it is a safe design, very popular design, and nice comfortable way of going snorkeling. All of these snorkels have got soft silicone mouthpieces. The thing about these modern snorkels, which I really like, is that's a corrugated tube. So it doesn't matter where it is, what angle it is, it won't cut the air supply off. And more importantly, it won't hold water in the corrugations because it's smooth on the inside, corrugated on the outside. Again, one-way valves at the bottom here. That's available in about 8 or 9 colours, I think. Don't hold me to that, but if you look on the website, you'll see there's lots of colour options with that. Okay, this also comes with a nice mask clip, and it's quick and easy to attach it and detach it from your mask. You simply squeeze that, pull, and it will come off. So that's a dry snorkel. If we look at these are again another 2 different options by good manufacturers, Scuba Pro and Mari's. They pretty much do the same thing. They're ergonomically a bit different in their design. Both come with decent clips on them. These have got anti-splash guards on the top, so they're not a dry snorkel. When you go underwater, they will fill up with water, and then when you surface again, you have to blow the water out the tube. But as I said earlier, these all have a one-way valve on the bottom, so when you blow into it, you are simply blowing the water out of the bottom of the tube. And you notice the mouthpiece is well away from the bottom of the snorkel, so you won't be breathing in water. Okay, with the earlier designs, the mouthpiece was very low, and even a tiny bit of residual water would get people coughing and choking and spluttering. Those days have gone because of the way that these manufacturers have fine-tuned the designs. Also, for the kids, they pick this up really quickly, and it's always good to give them a good experience from the start. And here is from Cressi, the dry snorkel. They do this in a child's version like this, or the bigger version for adults. Again, all the features of the adult version: tube, one-way valve, dry valve at the top. There we are, some Cressi kids snorkel. If you want to treat them, that's £17.